Uh-huh.
It should say we're live. We're live.
We're live.
Hello, everyone.
everyone.
So my daughter Rania told me today that she wants to live stream about
Stars.
and I said, sure. My daughter knows a whole lot about stars. Yes. What do you want to show them? Oh, sure. She wants to show you something. Her lost teeth.
And there's one growing back behind them. I'll show you.
Okay. So let's get back to the topic, stars. Okay.
Mhm.
So my daughter knows a lot about stars. So we wanted to tell you everything that we know about stars. Show them your star sunglasses.
Look, I have star sunglasses.
I have some too.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, if you're if you know all about space and stars like we do, then you probably also have star glasses.
I have lots of these. And I have matching of those. But today I just wanted to kind of do a switch up.
Hi, Karen. We
Hi,
see Karen's
Karen.
joining us. Hi, dear.
Hi.
We miss you. Thank you for the beautiful Christmas card you sent us. It's hanging up in our living room.
And
That's Karen who sent us the beautiful reindeer
these
card.
look kind of shiny around the edges. And mine's are sparkly. See?
So let's get back to the topic at hand, which is, what's the topic?
Stars.
So what do you want to tell everyone about stars?
Well, first, people think stars twinkle, but that's not true. It's balls of hot gas burning.
Balls of hot gas burning, that's right.
And shooting stars aren't really stars. The space rocks burning up when they get too hot, so they're like, too hot, so they're zooming across the sky.
Yeah. I'm just texting your dad to see if he can see us live because it says disconnected. So I don't even know if we're live. We'll wait for him to text back. But in the meantime, we can still talk about stars just in case some people are on. Actually, it says 3 people are on. So that's terrific. 3 people are really interested in stars.
And did you notice our necklaces look like stars? These are planets. That's a snowflake because it's like stars. And since people think stars twinkle, I was thinking I could wear like a twinkly necklace.
And our little star, it's actually a snowflake, but it looks like a star. It's an Elsa. Oh, okay. Your dad said yes, that we are live. We're streaming. We're so excited for everybody who's watching. Okay, so why don't you talk about what's the biggest star that we have in our solar system?
The biggest star that we have in our solar system, you probably didn't know, but the sun is a star. And that's the biggest star we have in our solar system.
The sun is a star. Can you believe it?
And if you start traveling up into space for a long time, like 5 years, the sun starts looking like a star, so maybe like the North Star. And this matches my necklace, but look what I have.
A star.
A star. It's a treetop, but it belongs to a Barbie of mine. We just took it down from our Christmas tree because we wanted to show you.
It does. It belongs to our holiday Barbie from 2017, but we are using it as our Christmas tree topper also. So it's multifunctional, right?
Yeah.
So why don't you tell a little bit more about the sun?
So the sun is made of burning hot gas, and all the planets in the world go inside Jupiter.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's true. But what about the sun? It's like a big ball of fiery gas, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like a ball bigger than this of fiery gas.
Even bigger than this. It's huge, right?
And could you believe it's a medium-sized than some other galaxies. And besides, we're in the Milky Way galaxies, but not the Milky Way candy or bar.
No, not the Milky Way candy bar. Then someone would eat us.
Yeah.
So now how is all that fiery gas held together? The sun is. The sun, all that fiery gas is held together by
gravity.
Yes, by gravity. And that's what keeps us from floating off into space.
Yeah. And then we'll be like, where are you going?
Where are you going? We're all floating. It's actually what holds our whole solar system together.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how many planets do you think orbit the sun? Because everything in our solar system orbits the sun. How many planets do you think orbit the sun?
10?
Close, 9.
Oh.
Well, I mean, it could be 10. There could be some we don't know of yet. I mean, they're always discovering new planets, but we know of 9, right? We know of 9. Now, the scientists and astrologists, are they called astrologists? The people who study the stars? Or is that the people that tell your future?
I'm not sure, but I guess.
Okay, so all of them might know of another planet that we don't know about, but as far as we know, we think there are 9 planets in our solar system. And how long has the sun been burning? Do you know?
500 years?
Close. The sun has been burning more than 500 years. It's 5 billion years.
What?
A billion is a long time, isn't it?
Yeah. Have you noticed my bracelet I was wearing and this and my necklace all match? They're all wearing the same color. I'll show you.
Mm-hmm. You know, do you know how much a billion is?
What?
It's a lot. It's more than 100. It's more than 1,000. It's more than 1,000,000. It's a billion. It's a huge number.
I'm glad I'm not a billion years old.
Yeah, well, that'd be pretty old if you were 1 billion years old.
I'm glad I'm just 5.5.
You're 5.5, and I am
17.
I'm 17.
Look, my eyes made out of star.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Now, so the sun has been burning for about 5 billion years. Isn't that amazing?
And
that's what scientists
and
said.
that
That's
reason
what I
why
looked
I would is because I thought bows kind of look like stars. So I have a little bow here. I don't know if you could see it, but it's the same color as my shirt. But if you could see it, here's my little.
I think you can see that, and that does kind of look like a little star. Now, you know about the stars. Do they twinkle?
No.
Well, why don't you tell everybody what stars do?
Stars look like they twinkle, but they're so far away that they don't actually do that. And the glow of them looks like they form points, like a diamond, but they're actually round.
Yeah.
And did you know planets are a type of star?
They are?
Uh-huh.
I didn't know that.
I knew.
Well, that's pretty cool. And did we already talk about constellations? What constellations are?
No. Constellations are stars that are in a group. Like, if there's a star, there's a star like do, that will make a body and a bow and arrow.
Yeah, that's like a group of stars. And like she just did, you can use your imagination to make pictures with the group of stars, and they call that constellations.
Yeah, you use imaginary lines to connect the stars and figure out what they are.
Yeah, we saw a constellation a couple of nights ago, didn't we? There are beautiful stars out there. We made a man with a bow and arrow with a constellation, didn't we? And do you know how many constellations are in the sky?
About 5 billion?
88.
Oh.
Not 88 billion, just about 88. That's what I read.
What was I close?
Yeah, that's pretty close. That's pretty close. 88 and a billion. It's not far off. I mean, in the scope of things, right? Now the sun is any star that is in the center of a planetary system.
Yeah, and did you know this sun is a medium-sized sun? We live in the Milky Way galaxy, but not a Milky Way candy galaxy.
Yeah.
But
That's really interesting. So it's a medium-sized
sun.
star. Yeah, the sun is a medium-sized star. Now,
Yeah,
when she told me that, I couldn't believe it because the sun looks, to me, the sun looks huge, right? But if you compare it with other suns in the universe,
it's medium-sized.
It's medium-sized. I mean, can you imagine what a large-sized sun would look like if ours is medium-sized?
No.
That would be crazy, right?
Yeah. But we have a medium-sized sun, but in other galaxies, like we live in the Milky Way galaxy. But in other galaxies, there might be a sun, and that's large size, but ours is medium-sized. Could you imagine us having a large-sized sun, even though we have a medium-sized one?
Okay, I have a trick question for you. Do planets make their own light?
Nope.
So how come it looks like planets have light?
They reflect light from the sun.
Pay attention for your science class, guys. She's got it. She knows it. Okay. Now, are you doing a little ballet and yoga there? Okay, to celebrate the sun and the stars and everything?
No, I'm just trying to kind of look like a star.
Oh, you do kind of look like a star. Let's tilt the camera so they can see you. Ah, you do kind of, ow, okay, that's my head.
Or I could just be a star like this.
Yeah, okay, you could do that other pose if you want, and I'll hold you. There you go. Yay! She's a star. Okay, now, is the moon a planet?
Yes.
And does it also orbit the sun?
Yes.
Yeah. It just like a planet orbits the sun, the moon orbits our planet. Did you know that?
Well, I knew.
You did know. And what about do other planets have more than one moon?
Yes.
Yeah, like how about Saturn?
Saturn has 8 moons.
Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. So should we talk about
8 or 2 moons?
Something like that. Something like that. You know, really, I'm just here to support. She's the expert. So if you have questions that you want to put in the chat, she knows all about the planets and the stars. And I'm here just to moderate. Okay. So what else do you want to talk about? Do you want to talk about some of the planets?
Yeah.
Okay. So what's closest? What's the closest planet to the sun?
The Earth.
Oh, actually, we're third.
Oh.
We're the third planet from the sun. 1, 2, 3. We're the third planet from the sun. Mercury is the closest planet to the sun.
So that one's so hot, you'll just melt there. I mean, they tried to send robots there, but they even melted.
That's true. That's true. So it's really hot. So if you go to Mercury, make sure you bring your bikini, right?
Yeah.
Could we survive on Mercury? Not even in our bikini, it'd be too hot. Okay. Maybe don't go to Mercury.
There is a planet where you could survive if only there was air, but there isn't air. So this is the only planet scientists know that life is supported.
Which planet is that?
I forgot.
Well, let me look a little bit at my notes and maybe we can figure it out. So Mercury's the closest planet to the sun. And it's only a tiny bit bigger than the moon, isn't it? It's small. I mean, the moon is huge, but in respect to all the other planets, it's a bit small, isn't it? Oh, I don't think they can see you down there. Peekaboo.
Peekaboo.
Now, how about Venus?
Peekaboo.
Peekaboo. Hey, let's talk about Venus now.
Yeah.
What about Venus? It's usually the first light we see in the sky,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Venus, some things they call the evening star, but not really a star. It's a planet. But some people just call it the evening star because it's the first light you see in the evening sky.
You have such a good memory. We went over this like one time. I don't know how she got so smart, but she did. And I'm so blessed. I'm so lucky. Okay. So, and then what's next after Mercury and then Venus is, where are we? Earth. That's our planet. Earth.
Yeah. That's the planet where scientists only found where life could be supported.
Now, do you think, this is kind of a controversial question. Do you know what controversial means? It means like some people might not like this question. Some people might not believe it. Do you think that there is life on other planets besides Earth?
No.
You don't?
No.
You don't think there's space aliens out there?
Well, yeah, for space aliens and Martians and for creatures in space, but if you're talking about for people, no.
Oh, well, no, not people, because people can only survive on Earth, right?
Mm-hmm.
But do you think that there's like some space aliens on some other planets that we don't know about?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. What do you think they look like?
I don't know.
Well, think. What do you think? What color?
Maybe purple or green?
Purple or green. That's good. That's good.
Or
Purple or
blue?
green. Blue with lots of eyes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or with like lots of arms or 3 mouths, like one here, here, here.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And then what's next? Mars? Is Mars next after Earth?
Think so?
I think so too. And do you know what people call Mars? They call it the red planet.
Mm-hmm.
The red planet.
That's because it's kind of hot.
Yeah, and it's covered with rust-colored soil. So
yeah.
it looks red. They call it the
Yeah,
red
it's
planet.
like all rusty and dry.
Yeah. And okay, now tell them about Jupiter. Jupiter's next, and this is really interesting.
Jupiter is bigger than any other planet. And
In our solar system.
In our solar
that we
system.
know of.
That we know of.
Mm-hmm.
Or that the scientists at least know of.
And all the
all the planets, even maybe more, could fit inside.
Yeah, so Jupiter could be like the purse, and all these planets, we could put them inside Jupiter. I mean, we can't really because gravity has them in a certain place, but technically it's big enough to fit all the planets inside.
Even some more little ones.
Yeah, what's next? Is it Saturn?
I think so.
And
so Saturn is the ring around it is made of dust and ice.
Good, that's true.
And,
yes.
The ice could be as little as this, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
It's as big as a car.
Wow. Okay, so when you see that ring around Saturn, you know that that's made out of dust and ice. You know that now. You heard it firsthand right here from my little scientist. Mm-hmm. Are you going to be an astronaut when you grow up?
I guess.
Do you know what an astronaut is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's a person who flies a rocket ship into space.
Well, if you want to be that, you can certainly do that.
Eyeballs.
Okay, back to the live stream. Okay, and then what's next? Is it Uranus?
I think so.
And it spins on its
side.
It spins on its side.
And it's made of dust and black ice around it.
Yes, black ice. And that's the ring you see around it. It's a black ice ring.
But in movies we watch around it, sometimes they do it blue. But I believe it's blue. Really dark blue.
Mm-hmm.
But that looks like black.
Yeah. And what's next? Is it Neptune?
I think so.
And what do you know about Neptune? kind of got a bluish color.
Yeah, it's kind of got a bluish color because it's cold there.
It's cold and it has really high winds. So if we want to go to Neptune, we should probably dress really warm.
Yeah, so we just not because the wind would blow us away.
Yeah, the wind can blow us away in Neptune.
Uh-huh.
Do you think we could breathe on Neptune?
Maybe because there's really high winds.
Okay, maybe we could try it.
Okay,
let's try it. You want to try to go there when the pandemic's over?
I guess.
Do you think they have coronavirus in space or just on our planet?
Just on our planet.
Just on our planet. Let's not spread it to space. Let's stay safe at home, right? And then what about what's next? Is it Pluto?
I think so.
And Pluto's little, right?
Yeah, Pluto's so little. It's probably about this size or this size.
Do you think Pluto's this size?
Maybe
like
this size.
Or maybe maybe it's shaped like a heart?
It's this size?
Yeah. Pluto's that size. I think it might be a little bigger than that. It's probably Pluto is probably bigger than our apartment. Do you think?
No.
No.
It's probably maybe like this size.
It's like a little ball.
It's probably maybe like this size.
Okay. So Pluto is the smallest planet, and it's furthest from the sun.
When my dad was little, Pluto was a planet, even it was so little, but it was so little that time just decided it wasn't a planet anymore, but I still count it as a planet.
Yeah, poor Pluto. We don't want to dismiss it as a planet. Of course, we're going to still count it as a planet. And all of that makes up our solar system, right? Yeah. Let's see. What else? What else do you want to talk about?
Well,
we talked about the moon. We talked about how some planets have lots of moons. Let's see.
Well, I want to tell you that some people think the night sky is black, that I have really good eyesight, so to me it looks like it's blue, really dark blue, like the blue ice in the planet.
Yeah. You think? Is that what you think? Yeah. I think that's probably right. So, do you know what an asteroid is?
Yeah.
Do you want to explain to everybody what an asteroid is? Because we have a lot of people watching now and they probably want to know.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Well, an asteroid is some sort of space rock in space.
Yeah, it's a rocky object and it's a lot smaller than a planet.
Yeah.
So that means even smaller than Pluto, but it's still big.
Yeah, it's big, but a lot smaller than a planet.
Yeah.
So Pluto's probably about this big.
And how big is an asteroid?
The planet is probably this big.
And what about an asteroid?
An asteroid is probably this big.
Okay.
I mean, compared to our planets, compared to us, it's probably this big.
Yeah.
That's really big.
And asteroids, you know what? They also orbit the sun because everything in our solar system, even asteroids, orbit the sun.
And asteroids even come here to orbit the sun. It goes like to orbit the sun.
Now, do you know what a comet is? What?
And the comet also orbits the sun like this.
What's it made out of?
It's made out of
Is it made out of dust?
Yeah.
And ice?
Yeah, it's made out of
that's
dust
what
and
a comet is. A comet is made out of dust and ice. And it also orbits the sun.
Yeah, like this.
Now, this is a good one. Do you know what a meteor is? I'll tell you, and I'll tell everybody. So a meteor is a space rock that crashes into a planet or the moon. Can you believe that? That happens. Meteors have crashed into planets or moons. Isn't that crazy? Now, I've never seen one, but wouldn't that be a little scary if a meteor crashed into the planet, into our planet Earth?
Yeah, but I don't think it will. And do you know what Well, shooting stars are?
Well, you know what? That's funny. I was just going to ask you, what's a shooting star?
Well, the balls of hot, the rocks burning up when they get too hot, zooming across the sky like this.
Yeah.
Like if they were trying to get to our house and come inside and a tea
You think
party.
a shooting star is going to come in for a tea party?
No.
That would be fun.
That'd be silly.
That would be silly. Now, the shooting star, is it a star? Is it actually a star?
Nope.
No. Explain.
It's a space rock burning up when it gets too hot.
Mm-hmm. A shooting star is a meteor. It's a meteor
Yeah.
that burns up when it gets close to Earth.
Mm-hmm.
And so our solar system, it's made up of the planets, the moons, the asteroids, comets, and all other matter that orbit the sun, right? Yes? Secret time. What? You have to talk a little louder. I can't really hear you. What? Sorry. You want to tell me later, after, or now?
Now.
Okay, tell me a little louder. Sorry, guys. I didn't understand. Is it, are you asking if you can tell them something?
No.
You have a question?
No.
Oh, does anyone have a question? Yes, you can definitely ask if anyone has a question. Okay, go ahead and ask. Okay, Rania wants to know if anybody has a question about space, and we'll be happy to answer a question. Oh, the galaxy. What is the galaxy? That's a great question. What is the galaxy?
There's lots of galaxies in the world, but our galaxy that we live in is the Milky Way galaxy, but not the Milky Way candy.
That's right. Not the Milky Way is, by the way, not sponsoring our live stream, but if they want to, she loves Milky Way bars. But if they don't want to, that's okay because we don't eat much sweets anyway.
But we're not talking about Milky Way candy. We're talking about space.
Yeah.
So we live in the Milky Way galaxy.
Yeah, and a galaxy is made up of billions of stars, gas, and dust held together by
gravity.
Gravity holds it all together. And, you know, I mean, take it from a 5-year-old. You've just had your whole lesson about the solar system, the universe, the galaxies, and everything today. And the universe is all the light, matter, and energy that exists in time and space. And that is, I think, everything I know about the universe and stars and the galaxy. How about you? Do you know more?
Well, I could.
No? Well, you sure knew a lot. You sure knew a lot more than I did.
Yeah, and people say stars twinkle, but that's not true. It's about the podcast burning up. And people think stars are yellow, but I think they're actually kind of whitish. Yeah.
I think it depends just how the light's being reflected.
Yeah, on the stars.
Right?
Yeah, and did you know planets are a type of star?
I didn't know that. You are just full of knowledge.
And stars glow; they don't twinkle. But stars are actually round, and but the glow of the stars look like they form points, like this diamonds I can make with my hands.
Yeah, you can make a diamond. You can also make a heart with your hands, can't you?
Like this heart, this heart, this heart.
Do you think space aliens have hearts?
This.
Do you think space aliens have hearts?
Not sure.
I think so. Do you think they love?
I think so.
I think so too.
But I'm not sure.
On that happy, loving note, if you know anything about space aliens, you can definitely let us know. Okay.
On my mom's necklace, That's this.
It can't see
these
it from
are,
there. You have to hold it up.
These are planets.
Mm-hmm.
And
my
on my
planet
necklace, these are planets.
Yeah, we both wore our
And
planets.
I thought this kind of looked like a star, so I wore it. And these polka dots are stars. And since people say stars twinkle and people say stars are yellow, I just thought it'd be fun to wear this.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Now we've been going 30 minutes, so
Yeah.
I think we should call it a night and,
Yeah.
and take a little nap and sleep under the stars. What do you think?
Yeah, and have you noticed, since we always say stars is gold or yellow, even though they're not? Look, gold or yellow, gold or yellow.
Yeah, we wore these things intentionally for our star.
Mm-hmm.
Now, are we going to live stream tomorrow?
Yeah.
So I hope you're going to join us tomorrow. We are going to
Uh-huh.
talk about tomorrow if Santa Claus is
Real.
Yeah, she's going to tell you everything about what she thinks about if Santa Claus is real or not.
Yeah.
And as you can see tonight, she's got a lot of expert knowledge about the universe, so she probably does know
And
about
right
Santa.
now, my mom got one present because my dad wrapped it because the rest of her presents are at my dad's place. Because he rented a different place.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much. Let's call it a night. Let's say goodnight.
And my dad got lots of presents and I got lots of presents.
Yeah, and Santa's probably going to bring us more presents and maybe even the tooth fairy if we lose another tooth.
Yeah.
Okay, well, good night. We'll see you tomorrow for our Santa Claus live stream. Thank you so much for joining us. We love you. Hugs and kisses.
Hugs and kisses.
Be happy. Be grateful.
Happy, grateful.
Be loved. Bye.
Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Au revoir.
A bientôt.
Should I push this?
Sure.
A bientôt.
Bye.
Bye.
Yep, that ends it.